What's happening, La Familia? You got a crazy one. As this man, Nolimit Kyro. Y'all know who he is. He's the one that, got slid by, KTS Vaughn and KTS Dre when they walked into the McDonald's on him. Y'all know that viral video, man, of them walking up on a No Limit youngins. He was the young one that got, pretty much slid because he stood his ground like he was supposed to. Well, he popped out with a new interview that went crazy. It's pretty much already at 160K within the hours, within less than 24 hours. And he said some crazy things in there, about his partners. That man's G Herbo and Bibby pretty much spoke about, the fact that G Herbo wasn't really officially from No Limit. He was just claiming it. So since they was all, youngins, he pretty much let them rock with the movement. And he thought Herbo, was going to do his thing, man, and look out, for they block whenever he made his money and got a check off this rapping. He also said that, Herbo nor Bibby has looked out for the hood and pretty much, left them behind and turned his back on them and whatnot. To which, old block hood pretty much came out and gave his opinion about the situation as well. But I'm going to play the part from that man's No Limit Kyro first, and then we're going to dive in the hood's part. Let's get to it. Believe it.
Nah, we ain't click right away. I ain't know him. Like, he was cool. I'm like, we was all young and shit. But I ain't know him. I was just kicking it with him and shit, just because we was all in there.
So right off the bat, you can see in this interview that he already taking shiggities at him, and he ain't even 30 seconds into it.
I wasn't never close with her like that until like the end. Like we got the click when he started coming outside. He wasn't ever coming outside. I know
Did y'all catch his homie in the background saying DAM? Y'all know I can't say the full word, but I'm gonna play it one more time.
He wasn't ever coming outside. I know he's one of them, like, mom's got the subway at home type shit. He running home at 7 o'clock. But he was never outside though, so he could never run home. He just always went home. He never was on the block hanging with us. When I first met him, I asked him what he was. He said, I'm No Limit. I said, how the f No Limit? I'm really No Limit. You ain't never been on my block. Where the f you from? I ain't know, bro, I just let him do them. I let him claim what he claimed. I ain't question on it. I was a shorty. I thought he wanted to hang with us. I just let him do that. But I know I didn't grow up with bro. He wasn't original.
As y'all can see, he basically said that man was never outside. He was never off the porch, and really took away that man's whole credibility, like a real crazy shiggity he just threw at him. Now, in all fairness, he did go on to say, that was his partner now. It's his brother and whatnot. They kicked it a lot. And but that came later on in life. I couldn't play that part because I can't take this man's whole interview. But what I will say is this, man, that kind of destroys his image, of your own hood speaking like that about you. You know what I'm saying? But he does have motive, In his next part of the interview, he gave the reason that I say he got that motive.
His success, I don't support, I love him for making this. I want everybody around me to make it. I want everybody in this room with me with an M or at least 6 figures if we can't get an M. I want everybody around me to make it. I'm proud of him for making it, but I ain't proud of him for not doing it for around him who was around him before he made it.
He tried to clean that up because he knew that made it seem like he didn't like the man's success. And that 7.4 million Instagram followers and just followers in general, the huge fan base that G Herbo got, they would have really scolded him for that. But man, speak your truth, man. If that man's success is not helping his roots in no way, speak your truth.
Yeah, all his homies millionaires, like his homies got him. He ain't talking about other rappers. He ain't talking about like in the room right here. He talking about other who got on Bibby and like that. He ain't talking about like that.
So as y'all can see, he went ahead and threw Bibby in there, made sure he added his name, and let it be known later on in the interview that Bibby wasn't looking out for the hood either. They both basically got it back and got on the same thing, left the hood behind and forgot about everybody in that situation, which a lot of rappers do, whenever they get that bag. And we need to start holding these rappers accountable for, looking down on their hood and turning their back on their hood, turning their back on the people that protected them while they was at the bottom. And then when they got an opportunity to get big and hire security guards and, just have random people that's ready to ride for them on the payroll that never supported them when they was at their bottom and at their lowest, we need to hold them accountable for that, because that's really sucking. That's suckiness. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the credibility of Nolimit Kyro, due to the fact that, he's disappointed in G Herbo, I don't know if his credibility is all the way accurate. At the end of the day, he is disappointed, and he did contradict himself a lot, saying, in the interview later on that Herbo and Bibby did look out a couple times, but just not like that. Then saying that they didn't look out at all, as well as saying, he didn't rock with Herbo, but then saying, that's his brother. So he was contradicting himself, and you can see there was a lot of emotion and feelings based on this. And it seems like, it's his feelings as well. Don't get me wrong, but it kind of seemed like he was battery packed as well by the feelings of the rest of, the group, the rest of the No Limit gang. And man, it's just a crazy situation. Now, this man, Old Block Hood, did give his 2 cents on the situation. And I think his 2 cents is always validated in these situations. So y'all check this out.
Exactly like what they really are, bro. I ain't gotta say what they are. Y'all already know what they is. And it's just crazy that his homie just came out and said all this quick. Be quick to he know him because he rich now. He know him because he rich now. He just wants some clout. Everybody just wants some clout when they speak their truth. That man from No Limit. Everybody know No Limit Kyro. Everybody know him. So go ahead, y'all say whatever y'all want, but at the end of the day, that man speaking his truth, and he let y'all know. Like everybody, and it's, I salute, bro, for changing up, and if that's what he did. But people be getting on off hoods, and then they never really even be trying to protect the hoods. They don't even be trying to lift the hood up for real, not all of them.
Man, I absolutely agree with dude on that tape. A lot of these dudes get clout off the hood and then don't give nothing back. How can something be your roots and you be out here shouting it out, acting like you really repping? The beginning of his name is No Limit. So how you gonna take that from the hood and not give nothing back? All these takers need to be removed. Now, the hood might not be a good place because of what people will be out here doing, you know what I'm saying? But there's still a lot of love and unity within the hood. There's a lot of good people in there, and it was all put together. All these different sets and stuff was put together to protect the hood from the beginning. And that's the reason why the hood is so messed up like it is, because so many people take and don't give back. But he also goes on to speak on Chief Keef as well.
Like even Sosa, for real, like what happened, but before that even happened was Sosa, like a lot of stuff could have been done differently with him just trying to help, but not, it could have happened on his own time. I'm just saying, like, it could have happened at like a, differently, but like people was impatient, so I get it. A lot of things did transpire, but I'm saying I still would have said forget them and still did for the people that was in the communities, for the shorties. You feel what I'm saying? Like, forget the crowd that I hung out with, but I'm gonna do this because I know it could, help the shorties. But yeah,
I agree with that as well. Definitely help the youth. That way, the next Chief Keef or G Herbo, Bibby, Dirt, Vaughn did help, so he an anomaly to this situation. But the next one can be discovered. The next flower can bloom from out of the concrete. The next diamond be discovered in the dirt. That type of time, man. Like, dudes gotta stop being so selfish. People so selfish and only worried about themselves. And a lot of that goes to show you that, while they was down there in the hood, they was actually scared of the place that they was at. They was scared of the people. They not men of the people. They don't embrace the people. They actually fear the people. They fear the environment. They don't understand the environment is struggle, and that's just all it is. And if you give somebody something better and something to look forward to, you can change the environment. You know, that's that crab in a barrel mentality. A crab in a barrel will constantly over and over pull one crab down when it's trying to get out of the top. But you can put one crab in that barrel and it's going to make it out that barrel every time. You put a group of them in there, they'll never make it out. So a fisherman never has to put a lid on that bucket, because those crabs is going to keep on pulling each other down. And that's what these dudes do. You know, they the one that got out the bucket though, and they're going to keep on knocking you down. You know, gatekeeper type of time, you know, shutting the door, slamming the door on each other. That happens far too much within this industry, and these are the people that we support. Now, like he said, Kyro is very famous, and we all know that. You know, Kyro is probably one of the most famous No Limit members outside of Herbo and Bibby. You know, and that goes to show you that there is still opportunity within No Limit. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this situation down in the comments section, man, and let me know if y'all think, you know, Herbo is a sucker for not, you know, opening more doors to his hood and finding that next talent, because there is a lot of talent out there, man. So with that being said, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Turn on post notifications on to all. That way you can get notified every time we drop a video. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you comment, because that helps this be recommended to a lot more people, as well as sharing the video, man, if you want to show your boy some real love and support. With that being said, I'm out. Believe it.